Hello, I am Eli G. Brown / Eli G. Brony, here with another Hero Factory MOC that I am going to look at. This is a baby Alidongo. I've done a male Alidongo, I've done a female Alidongo, and now I am doing the baby. Now the babies here, they are born blind and deaf, like a few other animals. So, as you can see, there is no printing on the head. I used a printless black underbite and a printless black overbite head right here. So there's no printing on it. It's completely bare. So basically, the babies do not have any eyes yet. They haven't grown any eyes yet. And they haven't grown any ears either. However, they do have a sense of smell. So they can easily find their way by smelling. Well, maybe not very easily. It's good when they are, like, in their den, like when they're trying to sniff for their mother. But if they were out in the open, they would probably lose their way because they don't have any eyes. And you actually would not want to run into one of these because the babies actually are very biteful. They are even more biteful than the parents. So if you come across one of these who just happens to be lost, don't try to pick it up because it will just bite you and it can be very, very bad. So you really do not want to mess with these little guys. So this was basically built using some of the small Hero Factory building pieces. This does not even use a torso, which is actually not a bad thing. So one thing that they could do would either to slide down on their bellies just like this, or walk, as earlier presented, on their tips. Now, of course, as a baby, they start off with having 2 front legs and 1 tail. As they grow older, a second pair of legs will grow in. And they will also grow in feet too, because right now they don't have actual feet. Now here's another thing about this MOC, is that depending on how you look at it, you would be able to identify the gender. Like with the head. When the head is like this, it's a male. But if the head is like this, it's a female. Reason for this? That's just what I decided for these creatures to have. Having the male babies have heads just like this, and the females have heads just like this. Though I will tell you that if you came across a baby Alidongo in the wild, I will tell you that you will not get a happy story if you try to mess with them. But I will tell you that you would rather come across a female than a male, because as I've said in my previous video, that the males are always aggressive, while the females are only aggressive when they're trying to protect their little ones. Though the babies are not as aggressive as either their father as all the time, or their mothers when trying to protect them. But I will say that if you come across a male, it's going to be really bad. And if you come across a female, babies in this case, it's going to be just a little bit bad. But I will tell you that the females are not as bad as the males, but you still do not want to touch them. So anyway, that is about it. That is the baby Alidongo. And, well, if you've already seen the deviation showing the entire family, good for you. And I'll talk to you again in my next video.